Hey, this is Rhetoric broadcasting live this March 22nd, a couple of days after springtime. I'm sorry. It is actually 2018, Thursday. And it's about time for the Sweet 16 in college basketball, but who gives a damn? Especially when we got this stuff going on in the White House today. Now, let me ask you guys a question here. If this was anybody else's job, let's just be real. If this was anybody else's job, would they or would they not be fired? They would be fired, wouldn't they? If they had a porn star and all this other stuff, accused them of things and all this other stuff that Donald Trump has been accused of, they would have been fired, wouldn't they? Or not even get the job, huh? Am I living in bizarro land? Is this really real? Is this guy made of titanium or whatever? This is unreal. How in the hell does he still have a job? It's not fair. What I feel like not a second class, not a third class, I feel like a fifth class citizen. I'm scared to death of what this man is capable of. He just blurts things out, but he won't say nothing to Russia. Oh no, he won't say nothing to Russia. Russia gets a pass. For whatever reason, I have no idea. This guy is petrified of Russia. I mean, let's just be honest. We got all this stuff going on in the world. I mean, we can talk days and days about the porn star Stormy Daniels. Her real name, I think, is Stephanie Clifford. That's off the top of my head. I've been listening to news all day long. And, you know, we should start referring to these young ladies and women as as women and ladies and misses, things of that nature. Yeah, she's a porn star, but does that discredit her character? I'm tired of everybody labeling people, okay? Let's just stop this labeling. If he done something nasty, he should be exposed. They exposed Bill Cosby and every damn body else. Why does he get a pass? Why does nobody should get a pass? Excuse me. No man should get a pass. No woman should get a pass. If you've done something wrong, shall it be exposed in the light? For you are your own enemy. And for you are going to get taken down one day. Whether it's on earth or whether it's in the kingdom up above or wherever you believe in. I mean, yes, we got a lot going on. Of course there was the bombings and the guy in Austin who was doing all those bombings blew himself up. Yep. They said it was something like a movie. The cops were approaching the vehicle and boom, shrapnel went everywhere. I mean, what's angering up these people to the point to where they got to blow stuff up? Can someone tell me what's going on? I need answers. And I don't think I'm going to find them anytime soon. I mean, we live in a world where it is acceptable to, let's say, act a certain way. Let's say certain things. Let's say be a shock factor. Everybody wants to get noticed. Everybody wants to be on TV. Everyone wants to be famous. And everyone wants to acknowledge their notoriety by doing something outrageous to be famous. And what none of you realize is it's not going to matter 100 years from now. Hell, even 50 years from now. And the way it's going, the way you guys are so warped in your Facebook and got Mark Zuckerberg on there apologizing and everything is ridiculous. I don't have nothing against Facebook. I just never felt the need to go on there. I just never felt the need. I know everybody who I know. I just call them up and say, hey. And then the only thing anybody ever shows me on Facebook is plates of food and cats attacking people and bullying. And I never see anything good come on Facebook. What's good on there? Most of 98% of the things that are on Facebook is negative. So that's why I don't deal with it. I'm not saying I have anything against it. That's what y'all like to do. Do it. Get on there and fight and fuss and share pictures of food and watch cats videos all day long. That's what you want to do. Fine. That's not what I want to do. I want to do something else with my time. I want to do something else with my life. I'm only on this planet one time. And that's it. We all have one common goal. And that common goal must not be interrupted with silliness. Our goal is to find out what is our purpose here and to satisfy that purpose and to reach the heavens or whatever you believe in. I always say whatever you believe in because there's some clowns out there that believe in all kinds of things that doesn't make any sense. But to each his own. Who am I to judge? Who is anyone to judge anyone? But we have to stay within a moral compass on what's going on. I could not do what our commander-in-chief is doing and obtain employment. It's not fair. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to me. It's not. I mean, I don't want to get away with groping and talking like he does about women and all these porn stars and stuff. I should be reprimanded for that if that's what I've done. I'm not saying I want to do those things. Those things are horrible. That's the second thing I was going to talk about. Those things are horrible. I would not ever be trying to mess around with no porn star and all this mess. I choose to get my girls, my women, the old-fashioned way. Hey, how you doing? My name's Rod. What's your name? Oh, hey, nice to meet you. Oh, yeah, you have a nice smile. Ain't that something else? And me talking. And if she rejects me and says she got a man or she's not interested in me, I'll move on. I don't try to grope. I don't want to force myself upon her. And I'm just going on about my business. Now, if you choose to sit there and force yourself upon them and grope and rub your genitals on people, that seems to be a famous one with you perverts. You like to rub your genitals on people and get real close. Stop rubbing your genitals on people. It doesn't make any sense. There's no power in rubbing your genitals on these young ladies. Leave them alone. But no. Now you want to pay them hush money, Mr. Commander-in-Chief. And Stormy Daniels says she's not going anywhere. Wow. That's one courageous woman, I tell you. After all, she's used to being on camera. Anyway, there's a couple of more people accusing him. It's just, I think he got 9, 20, 100 lives. He always gets out of this stuff. I was shocked months ago when they said all that crap about him. When he said Haiti and all that was a shithole country. I said, wow. He survived that because no one cares. Everyone said, yeah, Haiti is pretty bad. But no one wants to know why Haiti is bad, because all the looting and plundering that the white man have done to it all these years messed them all up, turned them against each other, and took all their natural resources and put this monetary system in there that doesn't work for them. But no one cares about that. Look, we were born. There's nothing we can do. I weighed my options. I looked around the world and other parts of the countries and everything else like that. And I've came to the conclusion that there's nothing that we can do. We're stuck. We're stuck. We're stuck between the gun debate. We're stuck between the gender debate. We're stuck between the race debate. Inequality is like everywhere we go. I'm so afraid of life in general that that I I am like blown away with this fear. And the fear that I fear the most, and I fear the unknown, and I fear God, and I feel His power. His power. I don't fear man, for man works through God, and man does things foolishly all the time. Men are unpredictable, unreliable, liars, cheaters, propagandists. What are we going to do to get to the next level, to reach out to the next person and say, hey, you, we must stay together. There's no such thing as color. There's no such thing as all this other crap they're talking about. It's only me, you, and surviving and being kind to one another and saying kind words to one another. What's wrong with that? I mean, who wakes up in the morning and makes bombs and say, I'm going to blow people up? And then we can get into black and white and why he did it and who didn't. He blew his damn self up, so we'll never know. So let's stop speculating. But the one speculation that I find very interesting is when they said that he was inspired by a Netflix special, the Unabomber or whatever, with the hoodie and the sunglasses on. Wow. Why are we in constant fear of someone coming into a school? Yeah, there was another school shooting, and the resource officer killed the guy. He's a 17-year-old, I believe. Guess he had a gun. Went to the school. He was fed up. Why is our young people so upset, so angry? What do we have to do to show them that we love them? To show them that we care? We know the world is corrupt. From the simplest of police stations, state troopers, FBI, everybody's corrupt. They think we don't know because ain't nothing we can do. We can fight, act like hell, press charges, really expose them. They end up killing us. So you're in a lose-lose situation. They blow you up and, oh, mysteriously, you've disappeared. So the best thing you can do is shut your damn mouth. And that's with everything around here. Everything around here is amazing. When you look at the bombings, the school shootings, the killings that takes place in Chicago and a lot of inner cities around the world, what does that tell you? That tell you that God is coming back. God is near. Something's near. I know there's been killing and acting silliness for years, but all this stuff seems to be just ridiculous, guys. Come on. Give me a break. People are just killing for no damn reason at all. Just feel like doing it to get attention. Come on. There's been more killings on Facebook Live and murders and suicide because people are trying to get attention. God, look at what's happening to us. Look at what we've become. We've become a bunch of attention-crazed lunatics. I mean, of course we can talk about Russia. It's the first thing came to my mind when I said lunatics. So I thought of Putin. And Donald Trump congratulated him, which was weird. I don't know why he congratulated him on his election win. It probably was staged. It probably wasn't even right. So why congratulate him? And in big bold letters, they said, do not congratulate. And he congratulated anyway. So we all know that he beats by his own drum. So there's nothing that we can pretty much do to him to get him to cooperate with rational thinking human beings. But that's our commander in chief, and we have to stick by him no matter what. He's not that bad. He's our commander in chief. And when I say commander in chief, he's the one that has access and controls to all the nuclear weapons in our arsenal. So we have to trust that he knows what he's doing. And we have to trust that he knows how to use it. That he will use it wisely. With all this technology that we have out here, there's all these Alexas and Google this and Google that. We are being controlled and watched great proportions. And we have an echo chamber that sounds around the globe so loud. There's people that want freedom. There's people that want justice. There's people that want to be heard. There's people that want to work. But you have all these robots and other things that's shutting us down. Slowly but surely, they're disconnecting us with human reality, from books, from reading, from communicating. And before you know it, these robots would have taken over everything that we possess. We already can't go nowhere. If the computer down, they'd be like, sorry, computer down, we can't do nothing. The computer already tells people how to rank up your food, how to prescribe you medicine. Or you're not going to get any medicine if the computer's down. No way. I know you're looking right at the pills and you can read. But without a computer, you're not getting anything. Because you need to be put in the computer. I'm amazed how when I start using my insurance, how fast I was put in a computer. I was put in a computer really fast. And when I went to get my next prescription, they were already in there. I'm scared, everyone. The robots taking over. You got Darko and Boeing and Lockheed Martin and all these other people, Honda and Toyota. They're just in the race to make this the first humanoid robot. They already got people that's getting into these robot suits like on Voltron. Which we find fascinating. Like Voltron. I mean, they're actually getting into the suits, which is pretty cool. But once they master that in 15, 20 years, it'll be another weapon of war. People will be flying around killing each other. Human beings won't stop until we annihilate. I heard a story that was pretty ridiculous, but I'm going to share that briefly. This is what I heard, that we come from another planet. This is because we're being punished. We don't tore it up. Everywhere we go, we destroy every universe. We're like a termite, and we're a very destructive race. And they want to know, the aliens are studying us to see why we are so destructive. And how are we building bombs, and, why do we have this kill and destructive nature in us? No other species in the galaxy is like us. So we have to make sure, we're savage beasts. We're the savages of the galaxy. So we were sent to Earth as part of a punishment / experiment. This is what I heard. And so far, we losing again. We tearing something else up. I heard we tore up Mars. No, I heard we tore up a few Earths. No, that's what I heard. So, I'm just throwing it out there for you people who may believe in that sort of thing. So we got all this going on out here. So what are we going to do now? Are we going to pack it up? Yeah, we got these kids talking about gun violence. How you guys feel about that? These high school children, these young men and women are very articulate, well spoken, and they are tired of the NRA's bullcrap, apparently. The National Rifle Association. The Second Amendment says that we, as American citizens, have the right to bear arms unless you have a felony, crazy, or whatever. So we in the Constitution say we have a right to bear arms. And that's written down in a book, or a piece of paper, or a cloth, or whatever is written on. And that paper is going to define us humans forever, I just find it stunning that we have the right to bear a killing device that it wouldn't be nothing without the gunpowder that the Chinese invented years and years ago. So without the Chinese, there wouldn't be an NRA. I'm just speaking hypothetical. Without the Chinese, would there be an NRA? Probably. Probably not. There's so much going on. So much. Collusion, impeachment, Kim Jong-un, the Saudi prince, all that stuff going on over there. Russia done poisoned some spies and his daughter. That's just to name a few things. Robots taking over people's jobs, but I'll let you people decide what you want to talk about. Because there's so many things to talk about, from the pills that people take to mess their brains up, that's prescribed to them by the government. I'm not a government conspiracy theorist. They'll kill you. When you know too much, they'll kill you. Get rid of you. I do know that much. If the government takes you and then your only way that you can go find somebody really is through the government, then you lose. So your loved one could be taken, and then you go to them and say they're lost, and they're like, okay, we'll be right on it, and they got them. They know where they at. And they tell you, well, we can't find them. And then sometimes what I heard was they'd throw them in the river or the what's the name, and then blame somebody's husband or kids or something, pinning on them, then let them out the back door, or let he or she out the back door. This stuff's all a scam. We all need to start loving one another. Stop all this fighting. Stop trying to be on World Star. Stop trying to be the next sensation out there. Because all they're doing is exposing you. I don't know if CNN and the rest of these networks are exposing those Parkland students. But, because it's kind of hard to fight against their message, which is let's get some comprehensive gun laws here. Do we really need the sale of automatic guns at all? Do they have to spray like a machine gun? That guy should not have been able to go to that school, or many of these school shooters, and shoot more all them people like that. That shouldn't even happen. I know people say, well, he can get a revolver. Well, that's 6. Then he got to reload. And surely somebody by then will tackle him. Surely. But the resource officer on duty killed this guy. I think he shot him 4 times. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I wish he would have chose a different path. I'm not going to say, yeah, scumbag died. He was just a child. I don't know what was going on in his mind. I hope he's going to be all... I know he's dead now, but I wish he could have got the proper help he needed. What are we going to do? I say we stick together, everyone. I say me, you, and these political ties that we're going to stick with. I think we'll be okay. I know we will be just fine. Now, as I always do, I always give a moment of silence to those who lost their life through senseless acts of violence. The bombings, the shootings, the wars. It's never going to stop, but at least I can pray for the families of the victims, that they stay strong, and that hopefully everything will be good for them. And to let them know that somebody is praying for them right now. Someone is feeling their pain. Someone is really deep down inside showing mass concern. And I want you to know your loss will never be forgotten. Now, the moment of silence. Hey, this is Rhetoric broadcasting
Buy
live.
it, use it,
This,
break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail, upgrade it,
no,
charge it, point it, zoom
March
it, press it, snap it, work it, quick
22nd,
erase it, write it,
2018.
cut it, paste it, save it, load it, check it, quick rewrite it,
Want
plug
y'all
it,
love
play it,
somebody.
burn it, rip it, drag it, drop it, zip unzip
Please.
it, lock it, fill it, curl it, find it, view it,
Somebody
code
who
it,
you were
jump
mad
and lock
at,
it, surf
give
it,
'em a
scroll
call.
it, pose it,
Get
click it,
unmad.
cross it, crack it, switch, update
Say,
it,
hey,
name
what's
it,
going
read
on?
it,
Let's
tune
go
it,
out
print it,
for
scan
a
it, send it, fax me, name
frappuccino
it, touch
or
it,
whatever.
ring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it,
Peace.
buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, charge it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it, write it, cut it, paste it, save it, load it, check it, quick rewrite it, plug it, play it.